not a surprise. That is not a surprise. We have a new U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion.
That's exactly right. Boy, I couldn't be more happy, and I want to thank all the fans for their support, because I know without them, there's no way I would hold this belt right now. You know, Kenny Wayne likes to run his mouth. He likes to do a lot of things, so he's joined the Dangerous Alliance. Well, to me, that right there just tells what kind of man Ken Wayne really is. His heart's not with me. His heart's not with his fans. His heart seems to be with this idiot right here.
I'm not here to insult you. I'm here to compliment you. Congratulations on winning the title. You worked real hard for it.
Be careful.
And since you are Mr. Super Citizen, since you are, as you say, a great U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion, why don't you put your money where your mouth is right here on TV this hour? Why don't you put the title up against Nightmare Ken Wayne? Well, that's a challenge, Danny Davis.
You're out there challenging. What, you think I'm a closet champion or something?
I'm saying if you're a real man, you'll put the title up tonight.
If I'm a real man,
that's right,
I'll put the title up tonight.
That's right. Against Ken Wayne.
Against Ken Wayne.
Yes or no? That's all I want to know.
Well, first of all, I am a real man. Okay. I don't back down from anybody.
So put it up.
Okay, you want a title match?
Yeah.
You got it.
You're on.
See you later. Okay.
Charlie, now, wait a minute.
Charlie, there's a lot of stipulations in that contract on the road to Birmingham. At this time, I'm not allowed to divulge information. I know I've been putting you off for a few weeks, but there's a lot concerned there. If I do sign the contract, if Ken Wayne signs that contract, if I win, it will be undoubtedly the biggest night of my professional career. But if I lose, it could also turn out to be the worst nightmare I've ever had.
Can't we find out more than that? I mean, you're being awful mysterious about this.
Joe, Charlie, all I can say is right now I can't divulge information because my family and myself, we're still talking about it. And when I do decide if I'm going to sign that contract or not, I promise you, y'all will be the first to know. Thank you very much.
Well, Charlie, two things are evident to me. Number one, I'm sure that Ron West will approve the match between Danny Davis and Ken Wayne for today's TV. I think we made a main event anywhere in the world today, and it'll be right here on television. And we have another title match on today's show, too, so it's going to be even greater than we expected. We now have 2 title matches on TV today.
And next week we'll know for sure what's in that contract, because there's going to be a press conference with Danny Davis, Kenny Wayne, and our president, David Wood, with the Continental Wrestling Federation. Let's go to our first match of the day on the CWF. From Houston, Texas, the Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Well, the great hour of wrestling that we have coming up starts with Dr. Tom Pritchard taking on Mike Starr. And, of course, Bambi is at ringside. And as we said last week, she has been a tremendous addition to the ring with Dr. Tom Pritchard, allowing him to concentrate more on what's going on in the ring and not having to worry so much about the dirty white boy or the dirty white girl, because he knows that Bambi is there at ringside to keep an eye open and to help out when needed.
Exactly. Moving out against Mike Starr, as you said earlier, Dr. Tom Pritchard gets a Starr in a side headlock, clamping down with the pressure. Again, you're talking about last week, something we said. A lot of things last week are still foggy in my mind.
I was going to ask you, Charlie, if you had an opportunity to speak with Willie B. Hurt this week.
Yes, I have, and Willie B. Hurt is scheduled to wrestle a little later on in today's program, and rather than me say what I have heard, in fact, some of the things I heard from Willie B. I would not want to repeat right now on television. Let's see if maybe he will allow us a word with him a little bit later on today.
All right, we'll hear it right from his mouth. I know that having his son out here and having Eddie Gilbert, gosh, I hate to say beat up, but that's what he did. He beat up a 14-year-old boy, one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen. And I won't say in wrestling, because I don't think that has a place in wrestling.
No, it does not. Right now, the doctor going to that spinning Toho on Mike Starr, clamping down with the pressure. Return CWF tag title match today on television. Don't miss that. And if Ron West gets everything squared away with that challenge and accepting of the challenge, we'll see Danny Davis against Nightmare Ken Wayne with the U.S. Junior Heavyweight title on the line.
I know they are back right now, back in the office, trying to work out the details of that contract. And as you said, well, there's your 3 count, a beautiful backslide by Tom Pritchard, and a 1, 2, 3 on Mike Starr. And as we were saying, wait a minute, look at this. Wait a minute. The dirty white girl has attacked Bambi. Bambi. I don't know. Why would she do that? She's obviously outside. And Tom Pritchard is just standing back saying, all right, I don't know. Let him go. Oh! The dirty white boy came in from behind and has thrown Tom Pritchard into the ropes and now over the top rope. And now he's grabbing Bambi by the hair. I smell a rat. This whole thing was a setup. Oh, wait a minute. This is ridiculous. That's the only reason that she would come into the ring and attack Bambi. Now, the dirty white boy and Misty quickly make their way out. Let's see. Is she okay? Charlie, it's going to take more than a few slaps to hurt Bambi. But, boy, I tell you what, I bet it made her mad. And like I said, that whole thing had to be a plan. And let's give credit, a brilliant one. Who would expect the dirty white girl to come in and attack Bambi? Not me. It looks like she is okay. It looks like she's okay. Your winner of the match is the Dr. Tom Pritchard.
I see trees of green.
Now entering the ring from Chattanooga, Willie B. Hurt. Going out against Turbo Ted, and this is a different Willie B. Hurt than what we're used to seeing, Joe.
Charlie Pratt, he didn't come out to the music. He didn't go around to the crowd, no shucking and driving. The man didn't dance. The man went straight to the ring, and he is taking care of business. And Turbo Ted slammed there on the concrete floor, thrown back in the ring by Willie B. Hurt, who is like a madman. Going up against this Turbo Ted, takes his man into the ring ropes. Here he comes. Oh, whoa, that'll do it. There's your 3 count. Willie B. Hurt. No playing around. Charlie, see if you can talk to Willie B. Hurt. Let's find out what's going on.
Look here, Charlie. I don't know exactly what happened out here. I just want to say that Eddie Gilbert, you belong to me. So go start praying. Because when you mess with my boy, when you mess with my family, that ain't wrestling. In that square circle, you can do anything you want to do to me. Because I am a wrestler. He ain't nothing but a young kid trying to grow up just like everybody else's. And for one thing, if nothing else in the world goes on, it's going to be me and you. And from now on, you can bank on that. I'm looking for you.
Oh. The hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. There you hear it from Willie B. Hurt. We'll be right back.
Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Why's Mom always doing stuff for Mrs. D?
Well, it's nice to do things for your neighbor. It makes you feel good. Now, how about those leaves?
That feeling comes to everyone's heart. You want to help, but don't know where to start. When someone needs a hand, it needn't be something grand. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And whatever the job or task, you never need to ask when help is needed. Your friend in need.
Oh, honey, the yard looks great. Almost as nice as yours, Mrs. D. Who does your yard, anyway?
Don't ask what you can do. Just do what you can do. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Well, Sunday night, August 14th, another big lineup of the CWF returns to the Montgomery Civic Center. With me, Nightmare Danny Davis. Tape this rules.
That's exactly right. You know, Ken Wayne, a lot of things have come down between you and I. My car's been involved in a lot of matches. Oh, yeah, it has been, to my dismay. Your title has been on a lot of matches, to my dismay. Well, I'm sick and tired, Ken Wayne, of there being stipulations all in your favor. Well, right now, let me tell you something. A tape fist match. That's just the way I want it, because that way I don't have to worry about my car. I don't have to worry about your belt. Only thing I got to worry about is standing across the ring from you with tape around my fist, knowing I can shove my fist down your throat. The only way a man gets beat is when he can't answer to the count of 10. And I can promise you one thing, Ken Wayne. I'm going to get in the gym, and I'm going to do me some dumbbell curls, baby. I'm going to get this arm pumped up, and I'm going to shove it down your throat.
Well, it seems Paul E. Dangerously and the hot stuff Eddie Gilbert have really picked another big fight. Revenge match with Willie B. Hurton after the 31st. The fight...
The war! That's right, Eddie Gilbert. Paul E. Dangerously. The war has just now started. And I want everybody in Montgomery to understand that Willie B. is right thick in the middle of it. You know what happened last time on the 31st. And we know right now that not only did you humiliate me against my son, but you also stripped Burhead. That's right, the legend right here in Montgomery. Well, let me tell you what, Eddie Gilbert, you and Paul Dangerously, the time has come for you to show and tell. And that's right, on the 14th, me. That's why Willie B. is going to be get down, and it's going to be you that's going to be doing the falling down. That's right, Eddie Gilbert. Me and you, Jack, and Burhead is going to take care of Paul E. Dangerously, handcuffed to the ring. Looking forward to it on the 14th. I want all my partners to come down, because at home I feel like the snake, and I'm doing the biting.
Welcome mats like these before. They're on doorsteps everywhere. But do they really mean it? I'd like to introduce you to one of Montgomery's finest new restaurants, the Original House of Beef, where welcome is written everywhere. In our garden fresh salad and fruit bar, our fabulous dessert bar, and our homemade baked bread. In our 6 juicy USDA choice steaks and fresh Gulf seafood, and in your favorite cocktails and a friendly, festive atmosphere. Come join us at the Original House of Beef for the welcoming celebration on the Southern Boulevard across from Kmart.
Page 355.
Medications that can rob you of your sex life.
Page 141.
The secret ingredient in Italian foods that can help lower cholesterol.
Page 545.
How to silence a snorer.
This incredible book belongs in every home. The Doctor's Book of Home Remedies, from the editors of Prevention Magazine Health Book.
Over 670 pages of astonishing home remedies, all scientifically proven. Yours free for 3 full weeks.
Page 341.
Why you should never buy color toilet paper.
Now the information you need to cure over 130 common health problems is always on hand.
Act now and you'll also get this fabulous book, Meals That Heal, free.
Page 497.
Use oatmeal to end the itch of poison ivy.
Page 570.
Call now to get the Doctor's Book of Home Remedies free for 3 weeks. Keep it and we'll bill you in 4 easy installments of only $6.99.
Call now, 1-800-367-7555.
A religious extremist
You want nothing less than to destroy us.
sets off a wave of terror.
I understand my duty to defend the Bajoran faith.
A holy war that could divide the station.
I think I've given you all the support I can, short of...
It's not enough and bring the Federation to its knees.
We are neither the enemy nor the devil.
We'll see.
Next time on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Friday night at 9 on WCOV-TV.
The Lord Humongous and Shane Douglas have stepped in the ring. The new Continental Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions going out against the DI and Detroit Demolition, and they're putting the titles right back up on the line.
That's true, and this time it will be the Detroit Demolition in the ring rather than Private Pile. So now we have the match that we thought we were going to have last week with these two teams. The only difference is the titles and the belts are on the other team.
And the demand for the return match this quickly, even on television, Joe, has something to do with the fact, Wade, that Detroit Demolition was not the one defending the title when the titles were lost.
And I'm also sure that Shane Douglas and Humongous wanted their opportunity to get their hands on the DI and Detroit Demolition after what happened after that match last week. So I'm sure they had absolutely no qualms about a rematch. And I think we should not only congratulate the CWF, but some good words for the champions for being willing to come on television with this rematch and let a nation of television viewers see this match. And let's just find out who the real champions are.
Right now, Detroit Demolition takes Shane Douglas by the hair, pulls him back into the ring. Front face like it. He's going for a suplex. High, vertical, into the air goes Shane Douglas.
We were talking about strength. There's a prime example. Detroit Demolition holding Shane Douglas up there, but not able to get the 3 count. Shane Douglas found the strength, found the intestinal fortitude somewhere to kick out of that and not be pinned. He's trying for the corner, but he doesn't realize it's the wrong one. It's not where he was trying for. And now he's trapped in a corner with only Detroit Demolition between he and Daylight. And that's not a good place to be. And Douglas is finding out right now.
Oh, Shane Douglas hits the canvas hard. What can you say about this guy? You have to have a question mark in your mind, right?
He stands there like a little angel at attention until something happens. Uh-oh. Good move by Shane Douglas to make the tag.
Shane Douglas
back outside the ring. Private Pile is holding Shane Douglas down, which means Humongous is in against both men. Outside the ring, Pile and Shane Douglas are at it.
There's that close one. The Lord Humongous.
Here comes the Samoans. The Samoans have come in the ring.
What is going on here now?
The Samoans and Alan Horton have attacked Shane Douglas and Lord Humongous. And the DI had a strange look on his face, like, what's going on here?
What is going on?
Here comes Willie B. Hurt and Mr. Olympia. And we have a disqualification according to the referee. And look at the DI. Now, the DI has a strange look like, what is this? I've got to believe they thought they had the upper hand.
I do, too. It's a strange look he was giving Alan Martin and the Wild Samoans.
You almost wonder if maybe something backfired here, Charlie.
Exactly. Right now, I'll tell you what, the winners on disqualification are the Lord Humongous and Shane Douglas. We'll be back with more action after this.
He's an American classic, a comedy legend, the famous San Diego Chicken. The funniest, craziest, and one of the most beloved comics ever. And now, for the first time on video, it's the Chicken's greatest bits. If you love to laugh, here's the tape you've got to have. It's one hilarious routine after another, caught in the act of his outrageous live performances. More than 55 million people have seen the Chicken in person in all 50 states and around the world. But the Chicken's home video is not in stores. This is a limited-time television offer, the comedy tape of the year. Yes, everybody loves the Chicken. Well, almost everybody. Here's how to order now.
To order your copy of the Chicken's Greatest Bits video, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-762-0500 or send $19.95 plus $4.50 shipping to the Chicken video. P.O. Box 2818, Grand Central Station, New York, New York. Order now.
WCOV is celebrating its 40th birthday, and you're invited.
We got cakes, we got balloons, let's do it.
Join the party all this year on WCOV
sorry I tried. It seemed like such a good idea at the time.
Don't sweat it.
And runs into an old flame.
There's a fire.
I know.
Now in the barn, The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., an all-new episode. Then, they were warned to stay away.
They've got a UFO here, and they'll do anything to keep it a secret.
They should have listened. No! An all-new X-Files after Briscoe County Jr., Friday on Fox.
Humongous and Shane Douglas holding on to those CWF tag titles. Another big title match coming up later in today's program, and that's a surprise for a very special gentleman. Right now, we said we'd have this feature. It's the first in a series done by
Missy, and it's called Missy's Manor.
I'm Missy Hyatt, and this is the first edition of Missy's Manor. And on my first show, my guest is Paul E. Dangerously. And I just wanted to say something to you. That cute pink outfit, it kind of matches the decor of my chairs and everything else. But there's something wrong with you. You've been acting really strange lately, and that's why I want you here. Why are you acting that strange?
It's an honor to be here on Missy's Manor, okay? It really is. And to be the first guest is really an honor. But I'm here today, Missy, to bring something out in public because really it's something that really needs to be said. Because, to be honest with you, and I'm not mad or anything, but you've caused me and Eddie a lot of aggravation recently. Because in a couple of cities, when Bambi was sick, you decided to go out to the ring with Dr. Tom Pritchard. And though I'm sure that Dr. Tom Pritchard's a real nice guy and all, he represents in business something that Eddie and I are completely against. And the hell that we had to put up with in the dressing room from the Dirty White Boy and everybody about them teasing us that, oh, Missy Hyatt's going out and protecting Dr. Tom Pritchard.
I was only doing anything what any other red-blooded woman would have done in that case.
Okay, and that I can understand, and that's something that you and Eddie have to deal with personally, and that's really none of my business, but then you go out, and you're going out, and you're signing autographs. And you're signing your poster, and you're signing your picture over there at the concession table for all these peanut farmers out there who's sitting there and they're praying for rain. Well, where I come from, Missy, it rains every day. It rains $100 bills. And what you're going out and what you're doing is that you're signing autographs.
Hey, but they like me. I can't help it they don't like you. And everybody knows you're a stooge for Eddie Gilbert. And as far as I'm concerned, if Eddie has something to talk to me about it, then he can come talk to me, okay?
None of my business.
Hey, and we'll see you next week, okay?
action continues on the CWF. Lee Peake moving out against Rick Hazard. A lot of great matches we've seen so far today. Big win for Willie B. Hurt. A situation where we see a totally different individual is what we've been seeing over the past several weeks in the CWF.
Well, let's be honest. For the first few months that Willie B. Hurt has been in the CWF, he was having a good time. I mean, you know, he was wrestling and winning and enjoying himself. But the situation we saw with his son last week changed all that. And now we're seeing a man of determination. No, as we said before, no dancing and no slapping hands and no high fives. He just got into the ring and took care of business.
Indeed, he did. And right now we're seeing a match in which Rick Hazard moves out against Lee Peake on the CWF. Still to come, that very important U.S. Junior Heavyweight title match on television. Nightmare Danny Davis defends the newly won title against Nightmare Ken Wayne.
Right, we'll be seeing that. Plus, we've got that big surprise coming up, and I understand that the recipient of that surprise is just about to come into the building.
Hopefully, he'll be here in a matter of moments, and later on in the program, we'll be presenting that very special award. Side headlock by Rick Hazard on Lee Peake. Clamping down with the pressure. Lee Peake, originally from the state of Alabama, says it's good to be home, to be able to wrestle in front of fans from his home state and in front of some relatives, I understand.
That's right. You know, Rick's been in the CWF now for about 7 or 8 days, and he's traveled over to about 5 or 6 of the different cities, and it's good to see that the fans in Alabama are really taking to Rick Hazard, and it's good to have Rick home, as you said. He is a world traveler. He's wrestled out in Texas. He's wrestled in the Pacific Northwest. He's wrestled up in the Northeast. And it's good to see him here in the South now and in his home state of Alabama.
All right. There you see Rick Hazard going to work on Lee Peake. Good kick.
Good solid kick right to the chest. Puts Lee Pete down for the 1, 2, 3.
And it will be a victory for Rick Hazard from the state of Alabama. A lot more action to come.
Charlie, I see coming from the back right now, Mr. Alan Martin and the Samoans. And maybe you can talk to him, and let's see if we can find out something about this situation we saw with the Samoans and then Mr. Alan Martin. So let's go to ringside now to Charlie Platt with this special interview.
I would like to get some comments on the situation that took place moments ago on this program. You and your wild Samoans coming out and interfering with the title match.
We helped out, but none of this. You can tell who the next champions will be.
Oh, you think so?
I know so. You're wonderful. Alan Martin, I want to know something. You tell me, when we had him right there in the middle, everybody saw it. We had him right where we wanted him. We was fixing to drop the 1, 2, 3 and take our titles back. Then, who gave the order for you to bring these gentlemen to the ring? I don't start into that demo! I didn't tell him to do a thing. Evidently, it was you! You nappy-headed, no good Bear Bryant looking son of a gun! What do you think about that? I've had enough! Let me tell you,
Whoa! Wait a minute. These two teams are definitely,
Charlie, we got a war broken out here, and I got to tell you the truth. I'm not going to object if they beat each other to death.
It wouldn't make me sad at all. Kyle catches that briefcase over the head, and they're fighting all the way back to the back of the building. It keeps on going back to the building. What's going on between these two?
I don't know, but I tell you, it's interesting to see, Charlie. We've got to get things under control here.
We definitely have to do that, and we'll take a break, and hopefully we can get things under control.
And now a message from the Charlie Kids Detective Agency. Bye. See ya.
Hey, man, come here.
Why do relatives always have to kiss you?
What? I love those kisses. Do you know what you'd do if someone really made you feel uncomfortable?
My parents told me I don't have to kiss anybody. Kids like to say no.
Hey, listen to you. Easy for you to say.
That's code 9, Fred. Somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, tell them you don't like it, and walk away.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Walk away, and then I'd pop them in the head with this.
That's another thing. If someone asks you to keep a secret you don't like, don't keep it. Tell your parents or an adult you trust.
You know, Matt's right. A bad secret's not a good secret. Don't be afraid to tell.
If one person doesn't hear you, tell another grown-up. Somebody will help.
Like that? Right? How about that?
You're invited to the largest party in Central Alabama, Paradise Theater Club DV8. The club with the most gives you the best, and the best keeps getting better and better. At the #1 party club in the South, Paradise Theater Club DV8. This weekend, Doc plays the hottest dance mix in Club DV8, and don't miss live on-stage rock in the Rock Room. It's the largest party in Central Alabama, Paradise Theater Club DV8, located on the Atlanta Highway, the Eastmont Plaza, Paradise Theater Club DV8.
Coming to Paradise Theater September 22nd, driving and crying.
Inspiration, information, glamour, success. Who do you call to get it all?
I call on Essence.
And how do you find the real deal on Corpus Fashion and Sisters in Soap? Diets that satisfy and, my oh my, carefree hair, career moves, building self-esteem.
I call on Essence.
How about being your own boss? Raising strong kids, cosmetics for self-assured style, Billy D and Mr. Lee, Alice, Oprah, Arsenio Plus, savings of over $11 off the newsstand price.
I call on Essence.
call free.
And so can you. Call on Essence now, and Essence will call on you each month with free home delivery at 40% off the newsstand price. Essence. Call and get it all.
To order Essence, call toll-free 1-800-767-1100. 12 issues for just $12.96. That's a savings of 46% off the newsstand price. So call now, 1-800-767-1100. That's 1-800-767-1100.
I'll be the first to admit we had some very disappointing news last week from you, Ron West, about fines that were levied against Paul E. Dangerously and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And then they turned right around the show and did what they did. Is there any, is there anything we have to add to what happened last week and about what I think is injustice on fines?
I know, the $25 fine, all this stuff. I want to say one thing. And, checking around on contracts, high schools and stuff, once Continental Wrestling come to their area, Mr. Jack Curtis did not follow through with anything. So somebody bought Mr. Jack Curtis. Somebody paid Jack Curtis to change those contracts around. Continental Wrestling and the fans of Continental Wrestling are not going to stand by. And now I'm very happy to say you're fined $5,000. You paid him off. You paid Jack Curtis off, and you run it. I want to tell you, you're not going to rip Continental Wrestling off like Jack Curtis did, and we're going to take it. $5,000.
Jack Curtis is no longer in control.
Curtis is no longer with Continental Wrestling. We're going to bring the best to all the fans of Continental Wrestling. Where is that? $5,000 each. You want to bet $5,000 out of me? Now, because you can't buy me. I'll tell you why. I said for one thing, Continental Championship Wrestling and the fans, they belong to us. And you don't care nothing about you. I don't have nothing there to say. $5,000.
All right, $5,000 each. Fine levied against you for what took place on this
I don't care. He wasn't getting anything. He's for the fans. He's for the people. Everything was for Dicker. He's the gentleman. I don't care about the fans of Continental Championship Wrestling or the CW. I didn't come here to put up with any bull. Nobody thinks Paulie Davis is ordering money or my hard-earned money away from me. Nobody.
All right. Eddie Gilbert. I tell you what.
As you come here.
Eddie Gilbert is irate, so is Paul E. Dangerously on what has...
You think you're going to ruin my party, huh? You think you're going to ruin my party? You think you're going to fire my pal Jack Curtis? Come here, man. Come here. Come here. I'm going to show you what it's like to burst somebody's bubble. Come here, man. Come on, no big shot. Come here.
What's going to be I don't want to get the war. That's all I've come down here for is to protect you.
I'm going to handle this right now. I'm going to handle this because if you people think that you're going to get one over on Hot Stuff, you calm down. He thinks it's really be heard. Just calm down. If you think you're going to get one over on Hot Stuff and Paulie, you're wrong. So tonight, since you want to burst our bubble, I'm going to burst Austin Idol's bubble, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the year was going to be the universal heartthrob, Austin Idol. Ha, ha, ha. And if you don't like it,
you're mad at somebody else. You're not mad. I don't know why you go in here and do that. Ruin a surprise
Let me tell
like
you
that.
something, man. Austin Idol is as useless as a woman from Birmingham, Alabama. You understand what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, if you want to see the men of the year, it's right there. It's Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Paul E. Dangerously. And if you don't like it, I say the heck with you, man.
Oh, man. This is ridiculous again.
I'm all over here.
Sam Lowe is getting to be out of hand. Sam Lowe is being manhandled.
From Pro Wrestling Illustrated. He's not a wrestler. And here they go again. Last week it was a 14-year-old boy. This week it's a photographer. And look at
a man that has...
This man is here in the CWF. He's here to present an award to the heartthrob Austin Idol.
And just because Eddie Gilbert's inside mole, Jack Curtis, got caught.
You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
Now you want some of this, Johnny P? You want some fancy? Hey, mess with me some more.
I tell you what, I don't know what.
I've never seen him so upset, but that doesn't call for this.
No, it don't.
Absolutely no excuse.
Ridiculous.
We need to get some help from in the back.
Oh, Sam Lowe
we need to get somebody out here. Sam Lowe can't even protect himself right now.
I tell you what,
Come in. Just as I thought, you don't have men in the CWF. You have 50.
Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert. I don't think they're going to put up with that.
Maybe he'll
I don't think they're going to. And right here he is. All right. Let's see how much of a sissy he is.
Tackled by Gilbert.
I know we're supposed to be unbiased, Charlie Platt, but Eddie Gilbert deserves whatever happens to him as far as I'm concerned right here.
Hard right by Austin Idol. Put Gilbert down on the floor.
On Paulie dangerously. And now, continuing to work on Eddie Gilbert. Eddie Gilbert is getting what he deserves, if you ask me.
Oh, man. He is going to work on hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert fires a right into the head. What a... Gilbert trying to... Looks like to me Gilbert's trying to get out. Oh, catches him again.
I bet Eddie Gilbert's not thinking about a sissy right now.
He's got Eddie slapping him with that big leather belt. Hard right again by Idol.
Gilbert got the belt away from him. That can be dangerous. Now, wait a minute.
Mark Powell coming in the ring. Mark Powell comes in.
Here comes Danny Davis.
They're trying to...
It's going to take a lot more than this to separate these two. I have never seen such intense emotions as we're seeing here. Now, here comes Mayor Freddy and Rick Hazard. Here comes Turbo Ted. It looks like the dressing rooms are emptying out to try and pull these two men apart and try and put an end to this.
It's going to take it to pull these apart. Gilbert goes back over to get a shot in on Idol. They couldn't.
We've got, if we're not careful, we're going to have a battle royal here. Here comes Mr. Olympia. They're trying to hold back Austin Idol and Eddie Gilbert, and they need to get Eddie Gilbert or Austin Idol one out of this arena. There they go again. They broke apart, and now the two men are battling once again.
I don't think they... It might take security to get this broken up. It might take security to get this settled.
It looks like they've got Eddie Gilbert out. It looks like they've got Eddie Gilbert out of the ring.
They're taking about
Idol back in the ring, and there you see Eddie Gilbert going. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Who is this coming down?
Gilbert's
Willie
backing up.
D. Hurt is chasing Gilbert back to the ring.
And he's in the ring. Gilbert, look at this. Hot stuff Eddie Gilbert is being caught by... From every angle, he is getting his just reward, if you want my opinion, Joe.
That's right. I think he deserves everything you've seen here tonight. Talk about being between a rock and a hard place. As they were trying to get Eddie Gilbert out of the arena, Willie B. Hurt surprised everybody by coming through the door and running him right back to the ring, to the waiting arms of Austin Idol.
And we need to get some help out here for Sam Lowe. I'll tell you what, Hot Stuff got his just reward on that situation.
And we are going to have to get some help for Sam Lowe. What can you say about Austin Idol, Willie B. Hurt? I think if nothing else, Eddie Gilbert will never make that statement again.
No, sir.
Sissies rather than men.
And we'll be back with more of Continental Wrestling Federation after you watch this.
A message from your Shriners Hospital.
You know, kids, the kitchen ain't a playground. There's a lot of danger hiding in here. That dangling cord can be a disaster. especially if they grab hold and yank me.
My cord should be up.
As you said it, keep dangling cords out of reach. Delicious cookies can be a tempting treat.
I should be over there.
Keep goodies away from heat, so kids don't get more than a treat. There's a lot of things in here that can burn you. Ooh, by itself, it's harmless, but filled with scalding hot water. I just wait for a child to grab my handle, then. Uh-oh, a really bad burn. So to stay out of hot water, keep those pot handles turned in.
Well, as you can see, a lot of big things happening in Montgomery on the 14th on a Sunday night. The Dirty White Boy and the Dirty White Girl will both be in the ring. Mixed tag action.
I don't like
in
this,
Montgomery.
Charlie Platt. I spent a lot of money. I hired some detectives to find out a little bit more about Bambi. Well, to come to find out, Bambi happens to be a professional woman wrestler. This is my valet. She is not a professional wrestler. And then Tom, okay, Pritchard, you pulled one on me, buddy. Well, let me tell you something before it's all over with. After I get through beating your brains out, then I want to take pleasure in holding that woman by the goozle, baby, and slaving her brains out.
Also in Montgomery on the 14th, it's a lights-out six-man tag team war. And, Mr. Martin, it's going to be hard for the fans to determine who their favorites would be in this one. I can't believe this.
Okay, Mr. Martin, what Mr. Martin wants to tell everybody right now is that he himself is a capable professional wrestler. That he himself can get in the ring with Cheek and Coquina, the Savage Samoan Warriors. And that he himself, with the Samoans, are going to very easily take care of the DI, the Demolition, and Private Mark Pyle. Isn't that right, Mr. Martin?
I was going to do the man a favor.
I know you were. You see, Mr. Martin is upset, and frankly, I can't blame him, because all of our friends right now are in trouble, you might say, because everybody's trying to stack the deck against us. Big deal, Burrhead Jones, you're a legend. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert is the legend slayer, and we took him apart, didn't we, man, huh? You're a legend. You're a big hero coming down East Boulevard, South Boulevard, the bypass, coming into town, everybody. He is the legend, and we took him out. Now, you want to handcuff me to Burrhead Jones, and you want to bring Austin Idol to be your special policeman, and you want to put Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert in the ring against Willie B. Hurt to defend his family honor. Come on down, man. You should have heard your kid squeal when Eddie hit him. And by the time we're done with you, you're going to be squealing worse than any man alive.
WCOV is celebrating its 40th birthday, and you're invited.
We got cake, we got balloons, let's do it.
Join the party all this year on WCOV TV, Fox Television.
Before you buy your next car, you could test it like this. Or you can read Consumer Reports. Before you buy your next washer or dryer, you could test it like this. Or you can read Consumer Reports. Consumer Reports tests brand name products every day to tell you which models were worth the money and which were not. And now you can put Consumer Reports to the test with a risk-free trial issue. Consumer Reports gives you independent test results on vehicles, refrigerators, TV, blue jeans, auto insurance, and more. We tell you the brand names and give you the model numbers to help you get better value for your dollar.
Call now for your risk-free trial issue. If you like it, pay just $22 for 11 more issues, 12 in all, plus the 1994 buying guide. Or write cancel on the bill, return it, and owe nothing. You'll also get the 1993 buying guide free with your paid subscription. Call now, 1-800-932-5333.
Call now and put us to the test.
Tonight, it's a brand new night of comedy on Fox.
All right, turn up the volume.
Starting with The Simpsons. Then, Sinbad stars as a carefree bachelor.
Did you check out my butt?
Who adopts 2 orphans.
When I was 12, I could barely take care of myself.
You're 35 and you can barely take care of yourself.
On the series premiere of The Sinbad Show.
There it is.
And witness the rebirth of In Living Color. All new episodes on a new night. Followed by the season premiere of Herb and Ted. It all happens on the new Fox Thursday night tonight.
CWF joins this match in progress. It's been about 10 minutes now.
Charlie Platt, what a match this has been. Danny Davis and Ken Wayne for that U.S. Junior Heavyweight title. And we're about 10 minutes into the match, and it has been back and forth. We have seen some outstanding wrestling moves, I might say, from both men.
Exactly. Some surprising moves of late, we would say, from Ken Wayne.
That's right, absolutely.
Some very good amateur wrestling moves have been exhibited by Mr. Wayne. I have to give the devil his due.
That's right. And right now, look at that. There's, whoa.
The turnbuckle goes out there, Ken Wayne, and down to the canvas. He's got that foot on the rope.
Got the foot in Paulie dangerously there to make sure that the referee knows it. What a great move on the part, really, of both men right there. The advantage ending up with Danny Davis.
Big suplex. 2 count, and he powers out on the count of 2. Nightmare Danny Davis having things going his way right now. Locks up that left arm of Nightmare Ken Wayne. And what about this has been, as we do join this in progress, the United States Junior Heavyweight Championship. What an hour we've had, Joe.
Unbelievable action again this week here on Continental Wrestling Federation action. And you know, as the road to Birmingham gets closer and closer, I notice you've got the beautiful new Continental Heavyweight Championship belt here. And maybe when we leave today, we can show it to the fans as we're leaving.
Exactly. I do want to say this, that during the last break, Ron West came out, I might add, and had some harsh things to say about Mr. Dangerously and Mr. Gilbert, and there are going to be some possibly more than $5,000 fines.
I was just going to say the comment he made that $5,000 was just a drop in the bucket. I would say bodes bad news for the Dangerous Goliath.
Mr. Gilbert and Mr. Dangerously are going to have to reevaluate their plans in the CWF.
I hope they have deep pockets because they're going to need them.
Right now, speaking of the Dangerous Alliance, the man who is obviously in that alliance now, we're talking about Nightmare Ken Wayne being worked over with the pressure on the left arm by Nightmare Danny Davis. This for the United States Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Danny Davis now wringing that arm out. Now, there's where Paulie Dangerously comes into effect. I specifically saw Ken Wayne point to Paulie. Paulie distracted the referee, and then 2 fingers in the eyes for Danny Davis.
Exactly. Right
now, Davis cannot see.
He's having his problems. Head first into that turnbuckle goes the Nightmare Danny Davis by Ken Wayne.
Davis still trying to wipe his eyes and try to get his sight back. And here comes Kenny Wayne again. And again, the forehead right into that turnbuckle, which, you know, people comment to me about how they're padded, but that is pure steel under that pad. And you know, Charlie Platt, that you can feel it when you go head first into that padding.
Boy, this thing is something else. We've been in this match now several minutes. We had to join this one in progress. U.S. Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. Danny Davis defends against Nightmare.
Whoa, a big kick right to the face. Danny Davis is down. Davis is putting this beautiful United States Junior Heavyweight belt on the line.
What? 2 count. He powers out.
Kenny Wayne, as you can see, holding on to the tights. And every time Danny Davis kicks him out, he just pulls right back on the tights. That time, though, the referee caught him, breaking it up and making him break the hold now. Davis doesn't break it until he puts a fist into the face, and now a knee into the face of Danny Davis.
Danny Davis and Nightmare Ken Wayne going head to toe in the center of the ring. Danny Davis fires back.
I think he's had enough, Charlie.
Indeed, he has had enough. Ken Wayne now finding the fury of Danny Davis, putting him back into those ring ropes. Now Danny Davis takes his man, and he goes. Good elbow coming off the rope, down for the pin. 1, 2, and Ken Wayne powers out.
Throws Danny Davis into the rope, comes off. He's got a small package. They're rolling around.
Who is is going to end up with this advantage in this situation. 2 count. Davis, shoulder smash. 1, 2. He comes out of it again. What a match we have seen. Shoulder smash again by Davis.
Now, sooner or later, this is going to wear out Ken Wayne, and it's going to work.
Here he goes. Roy is rolling up.
He pulls his trunk, and look at him. He's got the trunk. He had the trunk. He had the trunk, Charlie Price, just as plain as day.
We've got a new U.S. Junior Heavyweight Champion and Nightmare Ken Wayne. And our time is about gone for this edition of the CWF. We've got a new champion, Danny Davis, stunned in the center of the ring. Don't forget the road to Birmingham continues.
Well, I know that Danny Davis has got to be extremely upset. We saw it on our cameras. Obviously, he had the tights. No doubt whatsoever that he used the tights to win that match. And unfortunately, the title belts do change hands. And we have a new, again, junior heavyweight champion.
This title belt has no owner yet. The CWF Heavyweight Championship. We'll find out who that will be at the end of the road to Birmingham. For Joe Pedicino, Charlie Platt saying so long from Birmingham, Alabama.